Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Destur medad ya sahib Seyh. Let us all renew our shahadat, renew our religion. Start clean. Inshallah Rahman. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now we begin properly. Now we begin properly with a strong foundation. And our intention now is to speak and to listen according to that shahadat. Not according to our ego, according to that shahadat. So you asked me that question, Ashk. Somebody asking me that question, and I'm saying it's a good question because every time I say, I'm thinking that question. And I'm thinking, who's going to ask that question? Because I'm asking. Now, if I ask you what that question is, you cannot give an answer. If you cannot give an answer, that means it is a question that you need to know. So why are you not asking? Or you're thinking you know already. You are saying that Seyh Efendi always says, and I repeat it, this is the hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ, when he says, either say something that is going to benefit you and others, or else keep silent. And you're asking me a simple question. So when do we speak? And when do we keep silent? How do we apply that hadith now into our lives? The answer is very simple. But to put it in your life, if you take the answer and every time you come to that question, you put the answer, you'll find it easy. If you know the answer and you're not going to put it in your life, then it's just going to be interesting talk that you just listen to. It's over your head. Understand? We must be a believer. We must be a believer. We must try to become a believer, someone who is sincere. And what is the characteristics, one of the characteristics of being a believer? Don't try to think so much. Do you know the answer according to Allah and His Prophet or not? You don't know, so don't theorize. Don't make up a theory. I don't care what kind of scholar you are. These days, majority of the scholars, they're taking the nations bounding to Jahannam. Majority of scholars now, they want to open up a new ijtihad, a new way, taking Islam to become a kafir Islam. We'll leave that aside. So don't theorize. What did Holy Prophet ﷺ say? He's saying one of the signs of a believer is that when he is there, people love him. They value his presence. And when he is not there, they miss him. They miss him. When he is not there, they miss him. So what does that mean? That means now your presence, it is giving benefit to others. It is helping others one way or another. Whether you are doing something, or you're speaking, or you're praying, or you're making an activity, or you're doing something with your hands, or you're writing something, anything that you are doing, it's giving benefit. People don't hate you. And they love you not because it is their ego and it is your ego that you want to love. It is because there is a light there that is coming from the faith. Because you take people's burdens away. and you're showing them what has benefited you from the light of the Prophet ﷺ. These days, in the name of belief, in the name of believers, when they are around, don't sleep, wake up. Listening to Sohbat week after week, becoming worse and worse. When you are there, these days, so-called believers, when they are there, they put nothing but fitna. Confusion. Heedlessness. Hurt and pain. And when they're not there, people say, Alhamdulillah, that one is not there to cause us that pain. You understand? So we're saying those words. Either say something that is going to give benefit to you and others, or else keep silent. The meaning there is not just to say, but it is your whole action, your whole life. What are you doing? You say, I'm not hurting anyone, but I'm just working for myself. You being a selfish person, that means you don't care. If you don't care, definitely one day you're going to cause pain to others. Because why? You don't care. Definitely one day you're going to become selfish, you're going to become arrogant, you're going to become stubborn, because you don't care, because you only care for yourself. The Muslim is a person who cares, because his neighbor is 40 houses to the east, 40 houses to the west, 40 houses to the north, 40 houses to the south. The Muslim is aware that wherever that he moves, he must show comfort and he must show the light of the Prophet ﷺ. He cannot show his ego. He cannot show his evil. Nowadays, it's nothing but that. You're just showing your ego. You're just showing confusion wherever that you are. Not only you're not keeping quiet, but you're saying things that are harmful. Look, this is for a person with time and understanding, with brains and intellect. Look to see your life. What did I do today that is causing harm to others? What am I doing today that is not causing harm to others? You sit and you ask. That time you don't need sohbat. You don't need anyone to tell you anything. You know by yourself the harm that you have done and the good that you have done. And the harm that you are doing, it is coming from your shaitan, from your nafs. The good that you are doing, it is coming from Allah. So are you thinking? Men's and women's. Are you thinking? Or you're just in denial? Or you're just becoming stubborn? Somebody tells you you did something wrong, American style. They just stare back at you. They don't say anything. Do you understand? It's okay. There is a special place in Jahannam for people who are stubborn. You cannot be more stubborn than the ego. And the ego was put 3 days in the valley of hunger. So be stubborn. You'll be put into the valley of hunger, different valleys of hunger. Then that time you're going to scream a lot. Because you're still being stubborn and arrogant and still denying. The believer is the one, when he sees something bad in front of him that is not coming from him, he sees something bad in front of him, he says, this is a lesson for me. I have that quality. I have that badness, and may Allah protect me. And when someone tells him that you are doing this, this, and wrong, he immediately says, yes, you must be true. Let me go and check. These days, murids, if we tell you are wrong, they say, what, me? Coming up with millions excuses. You're not answering the question too, it is an excuse. Did you or you didn't do it? Well, one day I was... You're not answering the question. You're running away. There's a very thick stubbornness, especially in America, that if you don't break through that, so many things you're not going to understand. So many things. Because you don't understand yourself. If you don't understand that you yourself, you are stubborn, that time 40 prophets cannot convince you that you are stubborn. So are you thinking, today I did harm. How am I going to fix? How am I going to fix this? Do you stay up night time thinking about the wrongs that you have done and how to fix it? Or you stay up night time thinking about what kind of harm you're going to do to others? Or staying up night time only thinking what kind of harm other people are doing to you? People may do you something to you bad. But if you are busy with what kind of harm have I done to others and running to fix that, that time all those things will become easy for you to handle too. It's very easy. So look at your presence. I'm coming back to your question now. Look at your presence. Look at your presence in the community, in the society. Is it useful or not? Is it useful or is it not useful? Or are you just there like tourists? Are you doing something that is useful or not? You must answer. If you say, I don't think I am, be sincere. If you think you are, say, yes, I am. What is your thing? I'm cleaning the toilet. It is very useful. It is the most useful. What is your job? To throw away the garbage. You cannot now be fake modest and say, no, I'm no good for nothing, I don't do this. Another game that people play, Sufi people play. To not answer the question, to escape, they show the humble card. I'm so humble, I cannot do anything. I'm no one, I'm nothing. No, you are something. You understand? A game again. So you're going to look, am I doing something? Yes. Am I being useful? I'm trying to be useful. Then in the work that I'm doing and in my interaction with others, am I causing harm? Am I watching myself? I'm watching myself. Am I causing harm? Today I don't think so. Alhamdulillah. Good. Yesterday what happened? I got really upset with someone. They did something and I really don't like it. Okay, what did you do? I didn't do anything. So you became, you were fighting against your nafs. You became patient. You remained silent. Yes, good. Blessing is going to come to you. Goodness is going to come to you. The problems will fix itself. You understand? Somebody tried to interfere and did this, and what did you do? I got very upset and I say certain things, and I did certain things that passed my limit. Now run to fix it. Say something, do something, be someone that is either going to bring benefit to you and to others, or else be silent. Stay out of the way. Pull all the way back. And in this dergah, you don't have a chance to pull all the way back. We are not here to pull all the way back just to sit for the ride. This is not the intention of this dergah. Because we want to be in the front lines of Mahdi alayhi salam. Who are those ones who are going to be in the front lines of Mahdi alayhi salam? Not because you've been promised by this one and that one that you're going to be a general. Not because you think that you saw a dream or a vision that you are this and that, then you are going to become next to Mahdi alayhi salam. Mahdi alayhi salam's front lines are those ones that every day they are fighting against their ego. Only way you're going to fight against Dajjal is you fight against your nafs. You fight against shaitan, your desires, and this dunya. If you're just sitting there and say, because I'm son of so and so, because I'm Sheikh so and so, because I have this vision so and so, that's why I'm in the front, you're nothing but illusion and delusion. Dajjal is going to bring illusion and delusion to you. But if you are here and you are busy just stepping on your ego and submitting, that time we can fight easy, no problem. You can have all the weapons, but you don't have the skill to use the weapons, it is no good for nothing. You can be sitting in the presence of Sultan al-Awliya, and he gives you the sohbats, but you're not using the sohbats to your life, it means nothing. Don't say, oh, he's going to save me that time. Which Sahabe Kiram is saying this? That they can just follow their ego and say, Prophet is going to save me. Which one? Those ones who are beloved to him, when they pass their limits, they are kept in check. Except for Hazrati Hatija, it is well known that Hazrati Aisha is the most beloved one to the Prophet ﷺ. The most beloved wife, correct? But she was kept in check. Not by everyone, by the Khalifatullah, by the successor of the Prophet ﷺ, by Hazrati Ali Karamallahu Wajh. He has that authority. And when you have that authority, you must use that authority to prevent fitna and confusion. You cannot look now at this one is like this one is like that, this is high, this is low. No. That time you have to look at the situation and you have to deal with that situation. You're not going to look at who is there. You understand? So, you can be there. You can be working. You're working. Other people coming. And you're looking. They're helping you. They say, can I help? Yes, you can help. You're seeing they're helping you. They're doing something good, helping you. Correct. So what do? Say, he's doing something good for me. Let me give him a piece of cake. Except for that one. Don't give him nothing. Sometimes don't even give him a water, because he takes the food from the animals to eat. How we can give him a water? Toaster. You take water outside. But you see, that one, okay, is helping you, is trying to do something. You may speak, you may joke around, you may talk about something that's completely unrelated to religion or spirituality, but the intention is what? He's helping with something, correct? So now, you're doing something back that gives benefit. It's okay. Because there is a firm intention. You know what you're doing. If you know what you are doing, according to your station, you know what you're doing, what the intention are, you can use as many methods, tools as possible. Some people, they only say, okay, you can only use this and this. For some people, they say you can use this and all of these you can use. It's okay. You can praise, you can curse, you can, because you are clear about it. Everything is just a tool. You understand? Now, somebody just comes in. There's one thing to, something maybe is the matter with him, is thinking you're seeing him, and he's really worried about something, and he just wants to come in and just ask for a cup of coffee or something. And you're looking, and you're thinking, maybe I should give him something, because something is bothering him. I want to help. It's okay, help, give, say something. That will give him benefit. That will give you benefit. But I see someone very lazy, not doing anything, just wants to come in and just hang out. You don't have to do anything. No. He speaks to you, you don't have to speak anything. You understand? because he's there wasting his time and wasting your time. And there's nothing, no benefit that it's giving to you. There's no benefit that you're going to give to the person. You're not now going to give him a lecture to say you should do this and this and this. No, that's not your responsibility. It's not your job. Your job is to cook, correct? Then that time you can put your foot down and you can say, I'm sorry, I'm working right now. No one is supposed to be in the kitchen. Necessary, you throw him out. When you're not there in the kitchen, you're doing any other thing. The main idea is what? If it is going to bring you benefit. You understand? It's going to make you to understand something, to realize something, to help someone, to help yourself. It's allowed. It's okay. What is the most important thing here? You have to watch and you have to observe. You have to be observant. You cannot be in ghaflat. If you're observing everything around you at that time, you can behave properly. You can react properly. If you're in ghaflat and you're not observing, you can do the worst thing. Maybe you don't have the intention, but you can do the worst thing. Every day we are doing this. We are praying together, we're eating together, we're doing the whole thing, everything together. You should know each other very well. You should know each other to the point that if you are in the room, you're making a zikr, somebody enters, you must know who that person is. You must. Tell me how many of you know. The way that the door is opening, you already know who is entering. This is not ilmulatin. Even the animals can know that. You think we cannot know that? Then which means the person is entering, you, the way that he sits down, you look, the way that he breathes, you know whether something is bothering him or not. You must be attuned to each other. How are you going to be attuned to each other? You must care for each other. But so many of you, you don't care for each other. You only care for yourself. Some don't care. Should not be like that. You must know. Then you must try to fix. That time, yes, you'll be that one that the Prophet ﷺ is saying. That when he's there, everyone is happy. When he's not there, everyone is missing. Because you're always trying to give benefit to others. You must see yourself as a person who always gives to others, to help other people, to fix problems, not to give problems. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Al-Fatiha. And sometimes the problems can be emotional, psychological. Sometimes it can be just practical problems. For some people, maybe they're not so good to take care of other people psychologically or to talk, but they're good at fixing things. Okay? They're seeing this door is always broken. He fixes it. There's big benefit in that. They're seeing people are cold. He makes a fire. Nobody else is moving. He does it. So that time he doesn't have to care like that so much. Oh, how are you? Are you okay to talk? No. He cares more than that. He is looking for what? For people's comfort. You understand? So now this is beyond now just talking or speaking or giving advice. This is real now. You're trying to make everything comfortable for people. Yeah, at that time, definitely when you are there, you give benefit to others. And definitely when you're not there, people will miss you because they say, oh, if he is here, who would have fixed that? If he is here, this problem will not be here. Assalamu alaikum. You have a question? Say.